Scout me in.
Scout me in. Scout me in.
It's our honor to welcome you to the 2021 Virtual Golden Eagle event. Hello, I'm Austin Skolton, Eagle Scout.
And I'm Meg Theory, also an Eagle Scout. We are very happy to be your MCs for tonight's event. As most of you know, the Golden Eagle was originally going to be a hybrid event, so people would have participated virtually like we're doing this evening, and in person at the Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium, home of the Timber Rattlers.
Due to the ongoing pandemic issues, we made the decision to move to a 100% virtual event for the second year in a row. We're coming to you from inside the locker room, which is a fun sneak peek to inside where the players hang out before and after the games. Plus, a little later in the program, we'll be heading out to the field for an interview with Timber Rattlers manager Matt Erickson.
Before we dive into the event, let's pause for a prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance.
For the world and for others, for opportunity, for this day, for respect and understanding, for friendship and fellowship, we thank thee, O Lord. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey Austin, it just occurred to me that some people might be surprised when they hear me say that I'm an Eagle Scout.
Meg, that's a good point. In 2018, girls in the United States were officially welcomed to join the BSA and climb to the highest rank of Eagle Scout.
That's right, and I'm proud of all the work that I put in to complete all the necessary requirements to achieve the rank of Eagle Scout. It's been such an incredible journey, and I've had an absolute blast. I would encourage all youth to get involved in Scouting.
We never want finances to be a barrier for families to join Scouting, and that's why we need your help today. All the funds raised this evening stay local and benefit Scouts within our communities.
The Bay Lakes Council serves over 15,000 youth and adults and offers countless outdoor adventures, many of which happen at one of our 5 camp properties.
Thanks again for being here tonight to learn more about Scouting and how you can sustain it in your community. We have an exciting auction happening tonight. Here's a closer look at some of the items we have available. There's lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean, with driving back and forth from school, I'm really excited about those tires, Mom.
Personally, I think the signed Michael Jordan jersey is going to be really cool. Take a closer look at the items and think about making a bid or a donation to support local Scouting. Here are 2 quick options for you to register for the auction and the donation page. Both are very straightforward and we'll explain.
With option 1, you'll receive a text with a link, and with option 2, you'll load a QR code. So it's your choice. Okay, let's explain the details. Option 1, grab your phone and text Golden Eagle 21 to 243-725. Again, that's text Golden Eagle 21 to 243-725. The information is also listed at the bottom of the screen. Please remember that Golden Eagle 21 is one word. Again, keyword Golden Eagle 21 is one word. You'll receive a direct link to register for the auction and donation page.
Option 2 is using the QR code that is located at the bottom of this screen. Pull out your phones and open your camera and pretend that you're about to take a picture of the QR code. As soon as you do this, a link will pop up on your screen that will connect you directly with the auction and donation page. Reminder that the silent auction closes at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we encourage you to log into your phone through one of these 2 options and check it out.
Scouting opens up a lot of opportunities. I mean, you can do scouting anywhere, in a small town or in a big city like New York.
We are teaching young people how to become better adults. And I think those better adults who have a scouting experience can come back and be great scout leaders.
I'm extremely thankful for Scouting, for igniting a passion in me for the outdoors and just exposing me to things that I didn't even know I loved to do, that I do all the time now.
I first got started in Scouting in a co-adventuring crew, and really quickly I began to see the impact that Scouting had on kids.
When I see the Scouts come in for the first time, a lot of them are new to the country, so it gives us an opportunity to show them what Scouting has to offer. More importantly, their role as citizens here in the United States through leadership.
Our trip's pretty diverse, and so it's really fun to see Scouts who, their families don't have a history of camping or being outdoors, and they're new to the Scouting program.
It built a lot of my character and who I am today, who's really good into servant leadership and serving community service to our communities.
One of the great things about Scouting is just that it's a safe place to fail.
One of the biggest gifts that we can give our son is the gift of independence, and Scouting has provided that platform.
My prayer is that when he is older, he'll say, "Thank you, Mother, for putting me in Scouting."
Next, it's our pleasure to introduce Bay Lakes Council's CEO, Ralph Volker.
Thanks, Mom, for letting me be a scout. You don't know how many times I wish I had had the opportunity to thank my mom, but she actually passed when I was a Cub Scout. And if I had the chance to go back and tell her all the things I got to do, she'd be amazed. I got to backpack the Grand Canyon, climb 7 peaks of more than 14,000 feet, got to meet 2 presidents, a Secretary of State, got to be in charge of a show with 50,000 people in the audience. You know, the reality is I've met amazing people throughout my scouting career from all over the country. And I'm very proud of the opportunities I've had to speak at Eagle Court of Honors. And I've spoken at hundreds of them, and not one time have I ever met a parent that wasn't excited about what happened in their scouting experience. Every one of them was proud. Every one of them knew that the price that they had paid to do all these special activities was something that should be treasured for a lifetime. Hi, my name's Ralph Volker, and I'm proud to serve as the Bay Lakes Council CEO. To begin with, a very big thank you to all of our event sponsors for their generous support of local scouting. Our Golden Eagle sponsor is Myron Construction. Our Eagle sponsors are President George Kress Foundation of Green Bay Packaging, Sargento Foods, Dean Baston, Mike Daniels, and Glenn Tellock. Please take some time to review tonight's Life, Star, First Class, and in-kind sponsors. Your support helps to build future leaders. Thanks so much for that incredible support. Your generous support is strengthening youth through scouting. Be Prepared isn't just a slogan. Be Prepared means preparing youth for life. It's achievement. It's academic skills, self-confidence, ethics, citizenship, and leadership. It's experiences that broaden horizons and show young people what's possible. Scouting helps boys and girls alike move from their best right now self to their future best self. Over the past year, the Boy Scouts of America has continued to work towards finding a solution to help victims overcome abuse and make it so that we can continue our mission in the community. I need to let you know that things are getting closer and closer, that we're beginning to find a way to make it so the Boy Scouts of America will continue our mission and will be able to compensate those people who were victims. Even one child being injured is one too many. But I can say that our youth protection standards are making it so that we're a lot safer today than we were 50 years ago. Not $1 of what the council's going to have to put in will come from donations from a donor. Not $1 is going to come from the restricted assets of our endowment fund or from a camp being sold. All of it is going to come because years ago, our council had the foresight when we sold some properties to allow it to go into a fund. It's gained interest, and it's now made it so that we can pay our portion of the settlement without impacting our donors, our scouts, in any way. And once again, we want to say thank you so much to our donors. Thank you so much to our sponsors. You're the ones that are making it so that in our part of Wisconsin and Michigan, we can make scouting happen for young people and make the dream of a place where young people live by the Scout Oath and Law come true. Tonight, you're in for a special treat. We're going to take a closer look at our co-hosts' scouting experience.
My name is Austin Skolton. This is my 6th year on Camp Rogalio staff. I'm 19 years old and I'm a theme director. So basically I work at the fort, and any campers that stay at the fort the whole session, I'm with them the whole time, leading them from place to place, and I'm doing all the activities right there with them.
He's outgoing and loud and, interactive.
Sometimes feels like a little bit like being out with a celebrity. Everywhere we go, there's some kids that run up to him, know him, Austin. They can break out into song right in front of him. He'll sing with them, whatever camp song. And I know he has touched so many of their lives. if they can pick him out of a big crowd, even though he's not even in his camp clothes, but he's recognized everywhere he goes.
The way he interacts with the kids is incredible. And that is attributed directly, in my opinion, to his time working at Rokalio.
I'll make a public service announcement and direct a movie.
So I've been in the scouting program since I was a Tiger Scout. My family was in it, my dad did it, my brother did it, so I immediately got hooked with all the fun stuff that we did in our dens.
I always loved scouting. It was that much better when my brother was in it, when my dad was in it. It was a real family thing. My mom was the den leader for my brother, so I helped a lot with a lot of his stuff when he was in Cub Scouts, when I was in Boy Scouts.
I always like the fact that we always could do everything as a family.
It was time that we spent together. That's invaluable to me.
Scouting for Greg and Austin was instrumental in developing their growth in leadership.
I definitely felt I was, in a mentor role with Austin as he was going through Scouts. Definitely made me more responsible.
Austin was always a little bit more reserved. He did not communicate with adults very well when he was a kid.
I didn't like to leave my room as much or my house. Like to sit in my basement, maybe playing video games. And as soon as I was in Cub Scouts, we had to interact with other scouts, adult leaders. When we went on campouts, we had to talk to people and meet people who we've never met before. And that really helped me develop social skills and be able to talk to people and talk in front of people.
It was really cool to see Austin step into the senior patrol leader role and then Greg as an assistant scoutmaster. And the two of them leading together. Just the amount that those kids look up to them and want to be around them, and that to me is a sign of a good leader. A great leader leads by making people want to do things for and with them.
We're Ian, right? And then we have Sean again. We have Logan.
It's Queen.
Every summer when they open their vehicles for the first time to get welcomed into camp, every time a scout or an adult leader recognizes me and they know who I am, it's just a really cool feeling to see that all these things that I showed them last summer, all those skills stuck with them and they remember, even though I was only with them 3 days over a year ago. The fact that that all stuck with them that entire time is pretty amazing to me. And because of that, I decided I wanted to work in a healthcare profession with younger children.
I'm Meg. I'm on the waterfront staff at Bear Paw Scout Camp. So I was always really competitive with my brothers growing up.
She and her older brother are pretty close in age, so he was involved in scouting. We have a picture of them when they were little, and they flip-flopped. It was like opposites day, so he was wearing her jacket. She put on his Cub Scout shirt. She's just been leaps and bounds. Like, I can not only do what Harrison's doing, but I can, go further.
So when my older brother joined camp staff, then a couple of years later I joined camp staff.
She just wanted to do the things that her brother had done and show the world that she can do what he did. So I think it really was that competitive vibe between the two of them in some regard, that she wanted to make sure that she was seen just the same as her big brother, and maybe outdo him a little bit if she could.
I joined camp staff and I saw the OA ceremonies and I wanted to be participating in that. So I texted my mom at like 12 o'clock at night and I was like, I want to start a troop, I want to be in the OA.
Meg sent a text, in the wee hours of the morning and decided I want to join scouting and I want to be, involved and have this opportunity available for others. June of 2019 was when she sent the text message. By November, we were doing our first, let's gather who wants to come and who's interested in signing up. So we started with 2 scouts, and by April we had 4 scouts. And when we did our recharter, we had 8 scouts. So we had grown exponentially.
She just made this massive thing happen with starting a girls' troop and getting other girls involved. And I have never seen anything like it. She just had this kind of magnetic personality that would draw these other kids into the program. And all the adults that said, yes, Megan, we'll help you.
Megan achieving Eagle has meant to me so many things. Not only could my son earn Eagle, but now I get to plan a court of honor, help plan a court of honor for my daughter.
Being an Eagle Scout wasn't even originally in the plan. And then I had gotten into my second summer and I was like, this is so achievable. I'm eligible for the extension. I already applied for it. And these girls need me to do this so that they can do it in the future and I can be a better leader for them.
I think Megan's Eagle Scout project presented her with some really great challenges to work through and to really help her become the leader, which is what the project is designed to do.
Megan achieving Eagle Scout has been a very proud moment for me. She's done something amazing. It's a really nice crowning moment, and that's one of the great things about scouting is it gives you those moments of the rites of passage kind of thing. You get those levels up, you know, and it's like it's not a video game level up; it's a real life level up. I've learned all this stuff. I've done all these things, and I've demonstrated what I've learned and taught others to do, and it's such an awesome thing.
It means that I can be a role model for the girls in my troop, the younger scouts that are working towards their Eagle now. It's about them being able to see that it's possible.
I think what sparked that message from Meg to say, I want to join Scouts and I want to be in Order of the Arrow and I want to get my Eagle was kind of the second family that she found at Scout Camp. And I think that's the way it is for a lot of Scouts. It's finding that there's the support system outside of your family, and that's just something that every young adult is looking for, especially as they're going through adolescence, which can be a turbulent time. And it was awesome for her to find a positive support system. And I want that for every kid. And I think we all do as adults. And as a parent, you feel that you're losing that connection with your child, that they're starting to rely on their peer group more. And you're thinking, wow, I really hope it's gonna be a positive peer group. I hope they're gonna make good choices, you know, that I've done everything I can. And now that they're gonna start making good decisions. Or in our family, my grandpa would always be like, so what did you do good today? So it's like, I'm hoping she's gonna go out and do good.
I think the scouting program does a great job of helping kids to think outwardly instead of inwardly. There's a lot of pressure on kids to think individualistically, where they focus on themselves and put themselves before community. And I think it's important for young people to learn that community has to come first. Citizenship has to come first. You don't have to agree with everybody, but you have to be able to talk to everybody.
So I believe there's two big roles that scouting has on the world today. The first role is just preparing future leaders. There's a lot of different skills that they learned throughout scouting that they can use throughout the rest of their lives, and it really prepares younger people, older people, people of all ages for the rest of their lives. The other role that I believe scouting plays on the world is just helping other people. I mean, stuff like Eagle projects, scouting for food, it's just amazing to me that all the different things that you can do through scouting.
Scouting needs the support of individuals to keep it healthy and thriving in the communities. I know that the money that is donated to the scouting program goes to a good purpose.
I talked about this in my Eagle Board of Review, is that my favorite point in the Scout law is a Scout is helpful, and being able to help Scouts from all over, not even the council, but from other councils, and from people would come from different states to go to camp and be able to learn from us, and they can have these life skills that they can teach their friends that maybe aren't in scouting, or they can go back and be like, hey man, I went to this summer camp and it was super cool. I had this great counselor, you should come with us next year. And then we have more people in scouting. And then we have more people and more people. Exponential growth, that kind of thing.
That was a prime example of what scouting produces, future leaders. One of the greatest qualities of the scouting program is that while a youth enjoys the outdoors, the family interaction, and service to others, they are picking up some key life skills along the way, and ultimately shaping them into great people.
But it really takes the entire community to fuel such a comprehensive program, and to make it available for youth across Bay Lakes Council. Scouting needs you. You make it possible. Your financial commitment helps to ensure that local scouting continues to move forward.
Our team at Myron Construction believes that every young person should have the opportunity to participate in scouting. There may be circumstances where a family needs a little financial help to take part in the various scouting activities. Just like Bay Lake Council, we don't want finances to be a barrier for participation. So Myron is proud to sponsor a $25,000 Fund a Need Match program. This will allow the council to provide confidential financial assistance to families.
Awesome, Dean. Thanks to you and the entire team at Myron. This $25,000 match program is really powerful. So if you donate $100, then Myron will match that donation. It instantly becomes a $200 donation. By doubling your donation, you're making even more of an impact on local scouting. It's time, folks. We hope that you will make a gift that is meaningful to you. Let's help make a difference in the lives of so many young people and their families. These dollars will help provide financial support to cover membership fees, uniforms, books, supplies, and expenses related to attend summer and family camp experiences.
To give you an idea of the real impact of your donation, $75 supports one scout and a parent to attend a family camp weekend. $214 will support one child for an entire year of scouting. $428 will support 2 young people for the entire year of scouting. And $600 will help provide a full week of camp for one young person.
We are all helping to make a down payment on a young person's future. Your investment in scouting is helping to build leadership for the next generation. Together, we can make a difference.
Wow, thank you. Myron Construction's $25,000 Fund the Need Match program is so exciting. Just think, you can double the impact with your donation to scouting. The ability to provide financial support to some of our scouting families would be incredible.
I totally agree. And I want every youth that's interested in joining scouting to have this amazing experience. The Fund the Need program will help to provide support for families in need by supplying uniforms to those who can't afford them, and to offset the cost to join and even attend summer camp, or provide a handbook, which is one of the most important tools that a scout has. Your donation will help make a difference in the lives of local scouts and their families. There are ways to register to donate to Fund the Need or bid on an auction item. Option 1, grab your phone and text Golden Eagle 21 to 243-725. Again, that's Golden Eagle 21 to 243-725. Please remember that Golden Eagle 21 is one word. You'll receive a direct link to register for the auction and donation page.
Option 2 is using the QR code that is located at the bottom of this screen. Pull out your phones and open the camera and pretend that you're about to take a picture of the QR code. As soon as you do this, a link will pop up on your screen and that'll automatically connect you directly with the auction and donation page.
Do you know how big and amazing your snow fort would be if you built it with a snowblower?
That would be pretty cool, but I think a Packer helmet signed by the Brett Favre would be even cooler.
We ask that you consider taking a few minutes to log on to the donation or auction page to support local scouting today. And remember that the silent auction ends at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. And remember, all donations to Fund the Need are being matched up to $25,000 by Myron Construction. So your $100 donation becomes $200, and your $500 donation becomes $1,000. Take a minute to check out the silent auction items and to make a donation. We will hear from Timber Rattlers manager Matt Erickson when we come back.
And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, Timber Rattlers manager Matt Erickson. He is a former professional infielder who played for the Milwaukee Brewers. In 2011, he was selected to manage the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, a Class A affiliate of the Brewers.
And fun fact, he was born and raised in Wisconsin.
I knew I liked this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Erickson.
Hi, my name is Matt Erickson, manager of the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. Been married for 19 years to a beautiful lady named Julie. She's been with me through thick and thin. She's a great member of the community. She's been a nurse for 13 years at St. Elizabeth Hospital. We have 3 kids. Maddox is a senior at Appleton East High School. Aubrey is in 7th grade, and Emma is my 3rd grader at Johnston Elementary. So we're proud of that. I was raised in Appleton, Wisconsin, here in the Valley. As I graduated from Appleton West, I had an opportunity to go to the University of Arkansas. I played baseball and had a higher education there. As I went through life at the 3 years at Arkansas, I was able to get into programs such as Athletes Outreach, and that program helped me get back into the community. We had a tremendous fan base at the University of Arkansas. They supported our athletic team and our baseball team there. So it was important to me to get back into the community and serve and give back to people that in need. We visited schools, churches. It was really neat to come from a community like Appleton, Wisconsin, and go several states away to the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville and get out into that community and serve. After my college days, I played professional baseball for 11 seasons. I was drafted by the Florida Marlins in the 7th round. Went through the levels step by step, A-ball, AA, AAA, and got to the big leagues in 2004. And then after my playing days, I was able to go back home to Appleton, Wisconsin, where the Brewers had their low A affiliate in the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. And now I'm in a leadership role. I have a responsibility to influence and inspire young people. And we try to do that by encouraging the controllables. And to me, the controllables are your effort, your attitude, and your toughness. And when we put a focus on those things, I think it allows our young people to really look at adversity as an opportunity to learn. And if we can do that, if we can provide that kind of culture, I think it gives our players a chance to reach their potential as players and as people. Character, fitness, citizenship, and leadership are all great characteristics of people. And fortunately for us, those are things that can constantly grow. If you have a growth mindset and you're not fixed in your ways and you're able to live and learn from other people and your experiences, those 4 characteristics are something that you can improve daily on your journey. And it's something that I try to bring to the baseball field. Those are lessons that I've learned here at the stadium and with teammates and coaches. And it's something that I think all of us in our community can get better at daily. Baseball has a ton of life lessons. I think probably the biggest one is that baseball is an imperfect game. There's a lot of mistakes that go on during the game. Everybody's heard that to be a successful hitter, if you're successful 3 out of 10 times, you're a very good hitter, which means you're failing 7 out of 10 times. And so dealing with that adversity and controlling your body language, I think is something that's hugely important. And just understanding that there's going to be trials in the game of baseball and in the game of life. And your ability to overcome those and how you react to those and learn from those situations is ultimately going to help you become a baseball player and help you become a better person. So I think the trials and tribulations that the game brings, I think kind of sets you up for some of those things in life. It's great to be joining you today from Fox City Stadium. And now I understand we have some questions from some area scouts.
Hi, my name is Owen from Cub Scout Troop 3077. And my question is, what makes a good leader?
A good leader, I think, provides consistent communication and provides a safe place, develops a culture, and just is able to lead by example and is able to inspire people, especially when things aren't going well. Help people with adversity and just be honest and understand that life is, there's some great times of life, but there's also some struggles. And you're not alone when you're trying to overcome them.
Can girls play baseball?
Girls can absolutely play baseball. I have 2 girls at home, and they play baseball all the time. They're out here at the stadium with me, and it's some of my favorite times as a dad, to be honest. I have a great position to be able to coach and teach the game of baseball here in my hometown, and the best part about it is that my family's involved, and my kids get to come out here and be a part of the team and be a part of this whole experience.
Hi, I'm Easton from PAC 3880. What does being a role model mean to you?
Being a role model is a responsibility that I think we all have. As we grow up and as we go through different experiences in life, we look up to certain people in our lives. Some of the times it's mom and dad. Some of it is teachers that we've come across in our education, and some of them are scout leaders. Obviously, as we learn to trust people that are giving their time to help you develop as a person. And so whenever you're able to give your time to another person, or especially a child, I think those are some great moments for you as a role model.
Hello, my name is Reagan. I'm a Bear Scout with PAC 3045, 3074. I was wondering, what do you love most about being a baseball coach?
I love everything about being a baseball coach. Growing up, I love the game. I was introduced to the game of baseball at a very young age. My father was a high school baseball coach at Appleton West High School. So the game has kind of been in my blood since an early age. As I got into the game and as I went through Little League and high school and college and the professional level, I guess the appreciation of the game became sharing with other people. It's a very individual skill set game when you talk about hitting and throwing and catching, but it's something that's shared with a group of people on a team. And that's something that I really enjoy from the coaching aspect of it as well. Creating a culture where, yes, there are individual skills and you're going to be graded with some of your individual skills as you're trying to move up through our levels in the Brewer system. But ultimately, the satisfaction of winning a baseball game, a lot of people have to do their job, and it's everybody working together to get that done. Thanks for watching today and supporting the Bay Lakes Council.
Thank you to Matt Erickson for being a part of our event this evening. And thank you to the wonderful sponsors, Co-Chairman Dean Baston, Glenn Tylock, Mike Daniels, and the Golden Eagle Event Committee, the donors, families, volunteers, and even the scouts that help make scouting possible.
We sincerely appreciate your generous support of local scouting. Remember that the auction is open until 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We hope to see you in 2022. Thank you and good night.